Have questions about your pets? Looking for your next forever friend? We've got you covered. This is Pet Connection with Energy 95.3. Now, here's Erik Fox.
A very beautiful Wednesday morning here in the Valley. What's going on, B-Town? My name is Erik Fox from Energy 95.3, joined every other Wednesday and then some by the amazing team at Kern County Animal Services. Today, the two-legged variety is Taylor on the left, Nick on the right, and the, I guess we could say, three-legged variety today is Tennessee. And I got to say, Nick and I have had a little time enjoying some 90s hits before we went live talking about Tennessee, but we'll talk about that later. First of all, how are you guys doing today?
Doing well. Been a great start of the morning.
Well, I love that. I see Tennessee, who had a little cough when we got started, but seems to all cleared up there. So let's talk about Tennessee first, who has had an interesting experience, to say the least. What can you guys tell us about Tennessee?
Yeah, Tennessee came to us
On the 20th.
On the 20th, almost a month ago, and she was put on our medical list because she was not bearing weight on one of her hind legs. So our medical team took some X-rays, took a look at her, and determined that she had a fractured femur. And that's usually a tough thing for any animal to recover from in any environment, and it's even doubly so in the shelter environment. But our medical team had put her on some pain medication, and we're trying to decide a course of action. And then a member of the public expressed an interest to adopt her. And so once we got an interest from someone wanting to adopt her, we went ahead and scheduled her for an amputation. And so our medical team performed a major surgery and amputated her left rear leg. And unfortunately, when she was recovered from her surgery and ready to go home, the adopter changed their mind. And so she's been learning how to adapt to a three-legged lifestyle.
And done it really well.
And done a real good job, especially considering she's trying to adapt to a whole new world in a shelter environment.
Wow.
So she's available right now. She's been available for quite some time.
But she's been hidden away a little bit.
She's been in our medical room trying to learn and adapt, and our team's been working with her. But she's available right now. She's a really sweet girl. She's young. She's only about 2 years old. She's less than 2 years old. I thought she was older than that, but she doesn't look like she's any older than 2. Beautiful eyes, just a very sweet girl, and she's available at the Kern County Animal Shelter right now.
She knows tricks, sit, stay, lay down, kind of knows spin. Mm-hmm. She hobbles a little bit, and she's potty trained.
Dude, you have the trifecta, quadfecta. You got all the fectas right there, and of course you're seeing right now on Taylor's lap. Tennessee is already knows how to be a lap dog.
Mm-hmm.
She does, and she's probably about a half a pound lighter than she used to be because she lost a leg. So if she wants to be a lap dog, she's the perfect size for it. But no, she's such a sweet girl. And when I asked our veterinarian, Dr. King, our wonderful veterinarian, Dr. King, if she had any recommendations on an animal that we should promote and market on the show this morning, she immediately said, "How about Tennessee?" Because she knew that Tennessee had a story. She had a warm feeling for her in her heart, especially after performing the amputation and the spay on her. And so that brought her to my attention, and here she sits. And we're just hoping that somebody sees the segment and says, "Yeah, I want to give Tennessee a chance in my home to learn how to engage with the world with one less limb than she had before."
I've crossed paths with about 7 or 8 dogs who have gone through amputations, and that's the one thing in which I think that dogs have us above us a little bit. Like when we go through something like even a stub toe, we treat it like, hey, we're done and down for the count for about 3 weeks. But you have a dog like Tennessee who's literally lost a limb, and like you can see it right here.
Yeah,
and Tennessee's not wallowing. They're in Tennessee. She's not like hiding in the corner. She's like, you know what? Yeah, this kind of sucks, but you know what? I'm gonna figure out my life. And look at this. My tail is wagging. I got a lap with Taylor. Life is good for Tennessee, but life needs to be a lot better for Tennessee in a home forever, right?
Yeah. Like we said, You know, it's a tough environment for any animal to be in the shelter, and we say that because it's just a very, very stressful environment for a dog. You know, dogs have very sensitive senses, more sensitive than we can imagine, especially sense of smell and hearing, and they have an intuition sometimes about things. And so to be in an environment where there's
Always
hundreds
noise,
of barking
smells.
dogs and hundreds of strange, sometimes offensive smells, it really gets in the way of them expressing normal behavior. And so once they're removed from the shelter environment, they take some time to adjust to being removed from that stressful environment.
Right.
So you can imagine, you know, if it's tough for any animal to make that adjustment, it's even worse or more difficult when they're also learning how to, like I said, interface with the world with 3 legs.
Is there anything maybe that someone should think about when maybe looking at adopting Tennessee when it comes to their home?
You know, I mean,
Yeah, really.
I own a 3-legged dog. I've had her for 13 years, and I will tell you, there's really nothing different. I mean, they're gonna not really need any additional. I mean, they're gonna, like I said, learn how to interface with other animals and you and family members, just like any other dog would. I mean, like you said, Eric, dogs sometimes are much more hardy than we are, and you're not going to hear very many complaints from Tennessee.
Yeah.
She's going to behave just like any other dog would. She's just going to have one less limb to do it with.
And it's gonna be one of those things where, yeah, Tennessee's still gonna go walks with you. Tennessee's still gonna like be your companion through life. It's not limiting at all. It's just it's a little more creative, a little more intuitive on her part, where she's gonna like maybe have some more love for you because she's like needs some more love from you.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to be just as much as a loving, faithful family companion as a dog with 4 legs would.
In fact, I had just taken her out to the play yard before we came in, and she was tearing it up out there. She had fun running around.
Check that out. So anyone wants to meet Tennessee, and maybe we need to get Tennessee a home. How do we get Tennessee a home?
They're going to come down to the Kern County Animal Shelter. We're at 3951 Fruitvale Avenue on Fruitvale, just north of Rosedale Highway. We're open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Except for today, we're open from 2 p.m. until 7 p.m. So if anybody's at work, surreptitiously watching this live feed, so you don't get in trouble by your boss, and you work until 5 p.m., we're open until 7. And all it takes is just come to our facility, tell us you want to see Tennessee, and we'll arrange a meet and greet with Tennessee and see if it's a match. And if it's a match, she's already spayed and she's fixed and ready to go home. So she'll go home with you today. And her adoption fee is waived right now because no, it's not waived. Sorry, she hasn't been with us over 30 days. But our adoption fees are just $1 right now. So like we were saying before the show, 4 quarters, 20 nickels, 10 dimes. You can even throw 100 pennies on the counter.
Don't make us
Don't throw
that.
Just $1, and you're saving a life. And Tennessee is available right now.
Literally, if you check between your car seats, you got enough to get Tennessee home.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So $1 adoption for Tennessee, but not just Tennessee, but also the entire month. That is the thing that's going on, right?
Yeah,
dogs, cats.
Yep.
Yeah,
all month of March, all of our adoptions for all of our shelter pets are just $1.
Love that. Tennessee is our 3-legged guest today. Normally I said 4-legged guest, but you know what? She is living life and rocking it with 3 legs. A119-7176 is the number to or just say, you know what, I want to meet Tennessee, and it's going to be handled right there. So once again, thank you guys for everything you do and your amazing staff, including your veterinarian staff, and everything they do to really make the animals' lives just an extra special. We really appreciate all that you do.
Yeah, and we always appreciate the support, Eric. Thank you.
$1 adoptions all month. Make sure you take part of that. If Tennessee should be gone already. So if you get around to it, Tennessee hopefully will be in a home already. But lots of great other animals that are ready to get home right there at $1 adoptions all month. Nick and Taylor from Kern County Animal Services, always appreciate everything you guys do.
Appreciate you.
And we'll catch you with another edition next time right here with your Energy 95.3 Pet Connection with Energy 95.3 and Kern County Animal Services. We'll see you then.